When Lewis Hamilton crossed the finish line in Barcelona, there was no celebration, no cheers, no radio gratitude. Just an eerie silence. Shortly after, frustration took over, because Hamilton could feel something wasn't right. The SF-25 felt sluggish, unresponsive, as if the power had evaporated when he needed it most. But now, thanks to newly revealed telemetry and insights from Fred Vasseur himself, we finally understand what went wrong. Ferrari's engine department is facing a serious problem, and it might have just cost Hamilton his best chance at a breakthrough with the Scuderia. So, what went wrong in Spain? Why did Hamilton's performance crumble after the safety car? And more importantly, what is Ferrari doing about it? According to Vasseur, change is coming, and it could transform Hamilton's season. Though most fans will never see it. Before we dive deeper, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and stay tuned until the end. You won't want to miss a single detail about the hidden engine drama in the SF-25. This wasn't just a bad day for Lewis Hamilton. It was a hidden message from Ferrari's inner workings. Even before the checkered flag waved in Barcelona, team principal Fred Vasseur had dropped a bombshell. In the post-race debrief, when asked about the team's sudden drop in pace, Vasseur didn't deflect. He didn't blame the tires or strategy. Instead, he said this: "We had a problem with the car in the final stint on both cars." But here's where it gets intriguing. He didn't stop there. He added that the issue wasn't related to oil, subtly hinting at something far deeper. Then, the real shocker. Vasseur revealed that Ferrari was bringing new upgrades to the SF-25, but not all of them would be visible. What does that mean? Ferrari is working behind the scenes, reprogramming the very heart of the car, hidden from the eyes of fans and cameras. And this takes us to the core revelation. Ferrari's shift in engineering philosophy is much more than just a few tweaks. The team isn't simply upgrading parts, they're rewriting the SF-25's internal architecture. Engineers in Maranello are implementing deep system-level changes to the power unit. We're talking about software recalibrations, energy deployment algorithms, and revised harvesting logic. These aren't superficial fixes like a new wing or diffuser adjustments. This is structural, buried deep within the car's electronic brain, visible only through telemetry. Let's break it down. Ferrari is adjusting how the hybrid system delivers power under stress. Specifically, they're optimizing how electrical energy from the MGUK and MGUH is stored, released, and balanced across a lap. This becomes crucial during high-degradation moments like safety car restarts or late-race battles, where split-second deployment decisions can make or break a performance. If the car delivers power at the wrong moment or holds back out of caution, you get exactly what we saw in Spain, Hamilton fading into the midfield while his rivals pulled away. But this goes deeper than just adjusting software. Ferrari is believed to be reworking thermal management protocols within the ERS energy recovery system, allowing the power unit to run hotter without triggering failsafes that limit performance. Combined with new power mapping profiles, this could completely change how Hamilton feels the car behaves. To put it simply, Ferrari isn't just giving Hamilton more power. They're aiming to give him power he can trust. The kind of power that doesn't vanish when tire degradation sets in or when temperatures rise. They're building a system that listens to the driver's inputs and responds with pinpoint precision, tailored specifically to how Hamilton drives, not how anyone else might. Because this isn't just about chasing Red Bull anymore. This is about protecting a $50 million investment. It's about making sure that the most successful driver in F1 history doesn't lose faith in the very team that promised him a final shot at glory. These hidden changes, unseen by fans and hidden from the cameras, could quietly decide the outcome of the entire season. If Hamilton regains confidence in the engine, in the car, and in the team, the fight isn't over. It's just beginning. But here's the twist. This isn't just about technical upgrades. It's psychological warfare. And Hamilton is right in the middle of it. When a driver like Lewis starts questioning the machinery beneath him, it's not just performance at stake, it's trust. You risk losing the very thing that brought him to Ferrari in the first place. Belief. Belief that Ferrari was ready to build around him. Belief that they weren't just hiring a superstar to decorate the garage, but a leader to guide a revolution. And now, for the first time since this ambitious partnership began, we're seeing signs that Ferrari is genuinely listening. These internal upgrades, silent, invisible but powerful, are the first real evidence that the team is tailoring its development path around Hamilton's needs, around his feedback, around his driving DNA. Because make no mistake, these recalibrations aren't just about performance, they're about timing. Hamilton's issues haven't come at the start of stints. They've come at the end. When the tires fall away, when the temperatures climb, when every component is stretched to its limit, that's when the power unit has been faltering. And that's exactly what these upgrades are designed to fix. It's no coincidence that Fred Vaser hinted some upgrades won't be visible. He's talking about recalibrated energy recovery thresholds, predictive deployment logic, and a refined engine braking profile, all of which directly influence how the SF-25 responds when Hamilton is pushing beyond the edge. This isn't just about making the car faster on paper, it's about making it faster when it matters most. And here's the kicker. If these upgrades work, Ferrari has finally found a way to stabilize the power unit and unlock Hamilton's confidence. The dynamic inside Maranello changes overnight. The SF-25 becomes a different car. The engineers stop firefighting and start building. And Hamilton, he goes from frustrated outsider to real contender. Because at the end of the day, this entire saga from Jeddah to Barcelona hasn't been about podiums or press releases. It's been about control. Hamilton is fighting for control over his future. Ferrari is fighting to regain control over its narrative. And the outcome of that fight won't be decided by one race or one radio message, but by what happens deep inside the car, in those invisible systems, in those recalibrated codes, in that moment, late in a race when the engine finally holds on instead of giving up. And when that happens, when Hamilton flaws it and the car finally responds, that's when the real season begins. So now the stage is set. Ferrari has quietly fired the first shot in what could be the most critical phase of their 2025 campaign, not with a flashy aerodynamic upgrade, not with a bold new front wing, but with something far more radical. A redefinition of how the power unit itself behaves under pressure. A series of updates buried deep inside the SF-25's brain, designed not just to protect reliability, but to empower Lewis Hamilton when it matters most. They brought Hamilton to Maranello for moments of brilliance, for Sunday miracles, for leadership forged in fire. And for the first time, the team is beginning to act like they understand that they're no longer just managing a car. They're managing a legacy. They're managing expectation. They're managing Lewis Hamilton. Because when you have a driver of that caliber sitting in your cockpit, you don't settle for survival. You chase greatness. But here's the twist. This story is still wide open. These upgrades may unlock a more consistent, more powerful SF-25, or they may fall short, exposing deeper flaws within Ferrari's 2025 architecture. One thing's for sure, the pressure has never been higher. The clock is ticking, and Austria, Silverstone, Spa, they'll all reveal whether these invisible fixes are enough to turn Hamilton from a frustrated figure into a roaring threat. Until then, we're watching a project in motion, a team in transition, a legend trying to write his final chapter in red, and a machine that piece by piece might just be waking up to meet him. And if you've enjoyed this deep dive into the world of Ferrari, Hamilton, and the silent engineering war happening beneath the surface, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a single update. Let us know in the comments. Do you believe these hidden engine updates will finally give Hamilton the car he deserves? Or are we witnessing the start of something even bigger? A silent transformation inside Maranello that could reshape the entire team. Whatever happens next, one thing is clear. Ferrari can't afford to fail quietly ever again.